Hello there. What's going on? Thursday night trivia. Let's go. How is everybody doing today? I think today is going to be pretty fun. Oh, what a week. I got your yerba mate. Bringing in a ringer. C-Sect, hello. I know you. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday's gonna be loads of fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun on Sunday. Made the thread for week 1. Is that on the forum or in the Discord? Oh, it's probably in. All right. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna. I threw as much about that character as I could up, for the pitch. I pitched a mini pilot, at least a rough outline of a mini pilot, and then I'd kind of like to pitch an episode or 3 in addition to that, just like bare bones, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. What's up, Urkala? Yeah, so everyone who's signing up, there's your sign up form. I forgot to post it. A few significant changes for today. We're doing 10 questions per round. We'll try that out. We're going to keep the wager system for anyone who was here last week. You wager 1 through 5, but the categories are all different. Before you put in your wagers, definitely let me cover what the topics actually are, because that might actually affect your wager. So some of them are pretty straightforward. We have 20th century history, 10 questions about 20th century world history. Round 2 is musicals and soundtracks. It's mostly musicals, but it is a lot of soundtracks for musicals. I don't think there's any non-musical soundtrack questions. Round 3 is country flags. It's just a picture of a flag. You tell me the country. Round 4, pop toppers of the 2010s. There are 10 years in 2010 and from 2010 to 2019. And I will give you the name of the band and the year, and you tell me what song was number 1 on the Hot 100 chart at the end of that year. See, and then round 5 is Board Game Geek Top 50. So it's going to be all questions about board games that are in the top 50 of Board Game Geek, which anyone who plays hobby board games nowadays shouldn't have a problem with most of them. I wouldn't think, I don't, but I guess I'm a pretty serious hobby board gamer. Also, the beer of the day is Great Lakes Brewing Dortmunder Gold Lager, in case anyone knows Great Lakes Brewing. They are out of Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. The only good things to come out of Ohio, of course, are astronauts and Great Lakes Brewing beers. I'm kind of kidding, because this is the first time I've had Great Lakes Brewing. Just trying something new. But they did have an Elliott Ness. And it's weird, because everything is Chicago related, right? Great Lakes, being, I mean, obviously the Great Lakes are all over, but the Great Lakes region, you know, emphasizes Chicago. Elliot Ness, yeah. Oh, I got a dude coming. Hold on one moment. All right. Suppose I should check my sign up forms and see who or how many teams have signed up so far. Sign up forms. I have one team, 2 teams signed up. Herc, you haven't signed up yet. Go ahead and delete some rows. Yeah. I think we're gonna do about the same thing. Give it about, I don't know, till 7:20 or so. Or can't decide on his wagers. This is gonna be a tough one. I figured like I needed to throw categories out there that were pop culture-y. Oh yeah, yeah, and like I don't know, it's kind of nuts because some of these categories I'd be terrible at, like the. But if you follow like the chart toppers, then it's probably super easy. Maybe, I don't know. I would do terribly. I think I'd get maybe 1 or 2, but I'm terrible at music toppers. Sign up sheet, yeah, it's exclamation point, sign up. There you go. I also just realized, like, you're not even going to hear me saying that until 13 seconds later. Still didn't fix my delay issue, but again, it's my i5, which is fine. I'm not gonna upgrade my computer just to not delay, you know, by 10 more seconds for trivia. All right, let's check these sign up sheets. Whoa. Oh, I just realized. If you want to resubmit yours, Dave, it looks like you chose 55111, and every round has to be unique. So you'll choose one of the rounds will have a 1, one of the rounds will have a 2, one of the rounds will have a 3, a 4, and a 5, and so on. I probably should have explained that because yeah, I know you weren't you didn't participate last week. But yeah, every or you can just tell me too if you want to or what you want to change it to, or you can just resubmit the form. It's fine. And Earth versus Soup, are you a full team of 4 again? Because I think I've seen at least 3 of you. Or I should say I saw 2 of you, but I assume that one of you is there since it's Earth versus Soup. All 4. Rock on. Oh, team size doesn't, I mean, I don't care. It says 1 to 4, and I think our largest team is 4. It's more my curiosity than anything else. Because I'm a curious kitten. Speaking of curious kittens, Tiger King. Terrible. One of these days I'm going to have a Netflix documentaries, pseudo documentaries category. Probably not a terrible idea. Yeah, so in case anyone missed it, the categories, I went over them. But the two big ones, well, so 20th century history is just 20th century world history. Round 2 is musicals and soundtracks. Excuse me, it's musicals and it's soundtracks. 3 is country flags, and that's I show you a picture of a country flag, you tell me what country it is. Round 4 is pop toppers of the 2010s. I'm going to tell you the band and the year from 2010 to 2019, and you tell me what song they had that was number 1 on the pop chart, the hot 100 at the end of the year. And then round 5 is Board Game Geek Top 50. Every answer will be a board game that is in the top 50 of Board Game Geek. 7-Eleven. We'll pop back over here. Board Gamers. Is that you, Mage? Are you Board Gamers? Okay. Okay. Oh, so who's the weak or sleep? I figured that was Herkala. Because sleepiness is weakness of character. Ask anyone. You're the weak or sleep. Oh, right. This is also my last week with this stupid beard. Memers, what's up? Alright, let's see. It's about 7 more minutes. What's everyone been drinking lately? Any good beer recommendations? I know I shouldn't drink on a Thursday, but it's Thursday.
Where are you?
No. Oh, let's see. Oh. Yeah, did you want to resubmit your
Okay,
your wagers, Dave?
Low.
Mix Di Serono tea and water. I mean, the tea has water, right? So, do you add, like,
Look, what's going on?
tea?
Okay.
to Di Serono and water.
No.
Oh, Dave. When I say Dave, are you a Dave? I thought you were Drew. Dave is let's write a screenplay. I think, right? It's Dave. I mean, if it's not, it's Dave now. That's his new name. Starting now. Actually, starting 5 minutes ago before I called him. No, I don't think I said Drew. You know,
What I have?
I'd try that.
Of stuff. A lot of stuff. Look
Hold
what
on
I
a second. All right. We got 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. I actually wonder how well tea would diffuse in water. Might be worth a try. And I mean, diffuse in Di Serono. Obviously, we know that it diffuses in water just fine. Did I mention I watched Waco the other day? Should all watch Waco. Oh, all right. Well, 3 more minutes. What's everyone been up to? Keep me entertained while we wait. Or don't. I don't. It's fine. I got a house guest coming tomorrow. She's gonna be here till Sunday, so should be loads of fun. He just been working. Yeah, work. Work's a lot of fun. We start back at the office on Monday. There's so many printers. You probably didn't have to deal with setting up people remotely, though, did you? Yeah, dude, it's nuts. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this here, I think, to the best of my ability. The nearest number for the wager that was incorrect. Suppose I can close that. Alright. I can put this window here. Ah, 1 more minute and then we're just gonna kick it off. All right, I have 7:20 on my clock. So I'm going to go ahead and post the sign up one last time, and then we will go ahead and get started. Here's your round 1 answer form. I'm pretty sure I made it through all of them and changed them to 10. All of them should have 10 answer spots because, again, it's 10 questions per round this week. We'll see how this goes, because I can tell you that, like, I cheated a few categories, like flags, because, man, it's tough coming up with 10 questions in every round. Basically doubles the amount of work and searching I have to do. But at the same time, if it goes well, I'm willing to do it. Let's see. So I want to pull up my signups, which are not there. My signups are here, and I will go ahead and copy this and throw it into the scoreboard. Okay, so I pop back over here. I should be able to pull up the scoreboard, and with any luck, it'll actually, looks like it's pulling up just one team. What did I do? Interesting. 5. Oh. What? Oh, how about A2? I don't know how that happens. Like, what did I do? This is A3 and A4. I must have deleted a column or something. All right. Pop back over here. All right. And then looks like everything looks good. Everything looks good there. So without further ado, if everyone has their round 1 answer form, we will go ahead and start. Any stop, please don't start yet before I start yet. There's a 10 to 12 second delay, so I won't give you 10 to 12 seconds to respond, and I'll just go right into question 1. All right. Question number 1 in the category of 20th century history. Which UK college is notoriously attributed to the recruitment of British spies to the Soviets from the 1930s through the 1950s? Oh, I should probably get rid of the scoreboard. Yeah. Notoriously attributed the recruitment of British spies to the Soviets. So they were working for the Soviets, in case that's not clear. All right, question number 2. Known for his laid-back attitude, permed hair, and quirky catchphrases, what is the name of the U.S. painter who famously implemented the alla prima, wet techniques to quickly make landscape oil paintings and demonstrated the style on the television show The Joy of Painting? I presume since all of you are on Twitch, and or, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to get that question anyway. We'll find out. Question number 3. Which dynasty ended in 1912 when China declared itself a republic? It was the last Chinese dynasty. Hey, Airwolfie. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, the font. Yeah, the font. I'm slowly getting rid of the previous font because I hate it. But at the same time, it shows up like the question 3 text that's at the top uses that font, and I think it's fine for that. I just haven't gone through and actually fixed it, and I need to. I really do need to. I hate it. I've been using it every week too, like two questions in every category, and now there's going to be 4 questions in every category that use that font. I hate it. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'll fix it. Question number 4. Which event of June 28th, 1914 is largely considered the beginning of World War I? I had to use largely considered because some people would argue. I also hope you can't hear that. I don't think you can. Okay. Question number 5. Negotiated on June 28th, 1919, what treaty ended World War I? June 28, 1919 treaty that ended World War I. Question number 6. Born Karol Józef Wojtyła in 1920, this Polish man did something no other Pole had done or has done since. By what more common name would you recognize him? Karol Józef Wojtyła. Because it's Polish. All right, next question. What happened on December 7th, 1941 that FDR would call it a date which will live in infamy? Yeesh. All right. Question number 8. What organization of 51 countries formed in 1945? Question number 9. Which former foreign leader is credited with such bold actions as banging his shoe in protest during a United Nations General Assembly and giving a famous speech in which he said, "Whether you like it or not, history is on our side. We will bury you." Though more literally translated is, "We will dig you in," as in, we will outlast you, which clearly the Soviet Union did. Oops. Clearly. Take that as a hint. Give me a shout if I'm going too fast and or too slow. Question 10. What treaty signed into law under U.S. President Bill Clinton in 1992 formed a trilateral trade bloc in North America between Canada, Mexico, and the United States? There's that stupid font again. If you need me to go back to any of them, let me know. In addition to that, when you are finished, if you just go ahead and submit that, and I will watch for those submissions. And as I get them, I will go ahead and score them. Number six. Let me pop back over. Question number 6. Born Karl Josef Wojtyła in 1920, the Polish man did something no other Pole had done or has done since. By what more common name would you recognize him? Wojtyła. My Polish is not that great. All right, let's see. Whoa, no. All right. Two so far scored. Oh, here is. Oh, wait a second. I lied. Yes, I did lie. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, this isn't so bad. I figured it might be a little difficult actually scoring some of these, just because now there's 10 questions and they're of variable values, but it's not that bad. All right, I have 3 of the 4, just waiting on Let's Write a Screenplay, if you're still there. Give it a few more minutes. I don't know if he just had to run somewhere or just disappeared. All right, well, I will go ahead and move on. Yeah, I'm not sure where or saw flags. Yeah, the flags one I don't think is going to be too bad, right? I mean, I'm not going to give you the United States or Brazil, but flags won't be that. Maybe flags will be bad. Flags will probably be bad. Flags won't be that bad. I don't know. We'll find out. You guys can crucify me later. But I might do an image category every time where I show you a picture of stuff and then just tell me what it is. Like next week might be who's that Pokemon? which would be pretty funny. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Does it really show my flash to my background every time that comes up? That's kind of funny. You guys get to see my slime background. It doesn't show me that in OBS, but it looks like it does in Twitch. Anyway, where am I at? Every time I switch windows, I should probably check that. Scoreboard. Scoreboard. Let me just one more time quickly check. Yeah, I don't have a submission. So here is the scoreboard. As you can tell, probably better than I can because I don't have my scoreboard up. Let's see. Score. In first place with 30 points, Board Gamers. Nailing it. And then in second place with 16 points, Earth vs. Soup. And in third place with 10 points, The Weak Are Sleep. Let's go ahead and go over the answers really quick to each one of these questions. And then give me a shout if I got it incorrect. But we will go ahead and start with question 1. The UK college notoriously attributed the recruitment of British spies. This is Cambridge, if you're familiar with the Cambridge 3 or incidentally the Cambridge 5. Just recruited right out of the college. Of course, the obvious leader of the Cambridge 5, my good friend Harold Philby, greatest spy in human history. Hands down, no questions asked. He was the third man. Definitely worthwhile reading or learning about him. Pretty sure there's a documentary about him on Netflix that I haven't seen yet. It's also, I think, the inspiration for one of those other big spy movies. Question 2, laid back attitude, permed hair, quirky catchphrases. This is Bob Ross. Pretty sure everybody got that correct, right? Bob Ross. Yeah, Bob Ross. Very disappointed with question number 3, however. The dynasty that ended in 1912 was the Qing dynasty. Which, honestly, Rob, sorry dude, you missed it. Definitely the Qing dynasty. The only person that I would have expected to just, know it too. Of course, I don't know how much you know of recent Chinese history. Question 4, the event of June 28th, 1914. It's the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand. Pretty sure everybody got that correct as well. Question 5, negotiated on June 28th, 1919. The treaty that ended World War I was the Treaty of Versailles, which again, I think everybody got. Yep, Treaty of Versailles. Good job, everybody. Were I not the one asking questions? No. One I definitely would have missed. Probably Karl Josef Wojtyła. In 1920, Polish man, was Pope John Paul II, the only Polish pope. Oh yeah, welcome back. Yeah, did you not submit a form? Because I didn't get a submission from you. If you need to submit it and or are waiting, go ahead and submit it. And anything up till now, we'll just scratch through. There's no real prize, although there will be a participation prize probably determined next week. We'll do one a month. But just being here and signing up and being awesome is enough to get you entered. But yeah, I'll keep going, and then you can submit a round 2 one as well. That's fine. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. So John Paul II, Pope, the only Polish Pope. Pretty sure it was a political move to try and get Poland to side with the Catholic Church and the Western Bloc instead of the Eastern Bloc during the Cold War. But that's just a theory. Question 7, December 7, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, was the bombing of Pearl Harbor. the Japanese attack on the Pacific Fleet. Question 8, organization of 51 countries. I mean, I don't think anybody missed this either. The United Nations. Yeah, everybody got it correct. Next, former foreign leader. Everybody got this correct as well. Nikita Khrushchev banging his shoe in the UN General Assembly in Poland. He's a real hero. It's a funny story of what happened to him after he stopped being the leader of the Soviet Union. His son, and incidentally, his son moved to America and was an American citizen. I think he's dead now. But Nikita Khrushchev has grandchildren through him that are American citizens. Question 10. Well, what treaty signed into law under U.S. President Bill Clinton in 92 formed a trilateral trade bloc? That's NAFTA. Pretty sure that everybody got that correct. Yeah, NAFTA. Good old NAFTA. That was the end of round 1. Question 10. So let's pop back over here. Oh yeah, no, I got your sign up, Dave. I just didn't get a submission for round 1. For round 2 though, here's your round 2 form. So feel free to go ahead and fill that out in the category of musicals and soundtracks. I tell you what, I'll fix this too. There. That'll actually calculate a score. Okay, so I did send the round 2 form, yeah. Yeah, crushed it. Musicals and soundtracks. I tried to be fair with this, so like nothing like super obscure, which it's tough for me because like, man, I don't know. I know you all like your Les Mises and your Sounds of Music, but I guess you can judge me because I don't. Les Mis is alright. You know, I shouldn't talk. Oh no. Oh, timestamp. Okay, perfect. Alright. Alright, round 2. If everyone is ready and has their form ready. Round 2, musicals and soundtracks. Musicals and soundtracks. Question number 1. Based on the 1910 French novel, The Phantom of the Opera musical opened in London's West End in which decade? Not gonna lie, some of these are layup questions too. Some of them aren't. Some of them are. I'm not saying this one is, because, man, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I guess it depends on how much you follow musicals. Yeah. When did Phantom of the Opera open in West End? Question number 2. I want the decade too, so you don't need the exact year, just the decade. And obviously it's the 1910s or later, right? So you only have like, I don't know, 12 options. Maybe fewer. Composed by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics written by Trevor Nunn based on a poem by T.S. Eliot, the song Memory appears in which musical? Full court shot question. I mean, maybe. Depends on how much you know musical history. As opposed to me asking, what memory comes from. Like, this is one that I know, having never seen the musical in question. As a musical, at least. Of course, as a musical, I haven't seen a lot of musicals. Alright, yeah. Where does memory come from? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Parentheses in your answers are sly comments. Yeah. We get along, Drew. I do the same thing. Oh, man. All right, question 3. What group's music will you hear featured in Mamma Mia? Like, this is like Shaq dunking right here. All right, question number 4. What musical is based on a book by Gregory Maguire? I guess I probably should have researched this a little deeper, but if there happens to be more than one musical that's based on a book by Gregory Maguire, and you give a book or a musical that is based on a book by Gregory Maguire, then it's a correct answer. But as far as I know, there's only one. But I didn't do the due diligence and confirm that there is only one. All right, question number 5. Presented by the American Theater Wing and the Broadway League at an annual ceremony in Midtown Manhattan, what award recognizes excellence in live Broadway theater? No bonus points for giving the correct and full name. All right. Question number 6. What is the name of the English widow in The King and I? The widow from The King and I. Question number 7. Which musical was based on Shalom Aleikum's Tevye and His Daughters? Tevye and His Daughters. Oh, yeah. Good old Shalom Aleikum. All right. Question number 8. Which musical has characters like Princeton, Kate Monster, and a fictional version of Gary Coleman living in a fictional New York City outer borough? Definitely one of my favorite musicals. Has Stephanie D'Abruzzo, who incidentally was in the musical episode of Scrubs. I don't watch Scrubs, but I saw the musical episode and I was like, wow, that's Stephanie D'Abruzzo. That's it. I couldn't pick her out of a lineup, but I could definitely pick her voice out because of this musical. Question number 9. Which groundbreaking American musical was based on the book Green Grow the Lilacs? Five and 6. Okay. I'll go back to 5 and 6. Yeah, groundbreaking American musical is based on the book Green Grow the Lilacs. Question number 10, last question for this round. Directed by Frank Oz and starring Rick Moranis, what 1986 musical film was based on a 1982 Broadway musical, which was in turn based on a 1960 film? I almost gave this question, presented this question without the starring Rick Moranis. But at that point, I think Rick Moranis might be too much information, but at the same time, I think without it, it's probably too much. Or too little, rather. All right, so questions 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Let's go back to those. And if anyone needs anything else, then just shout out at me. Question 5. Presented by the American Theater Wing and the Broadway League at an annual ceremony in Midtown Manhattan, what award recognizes excellence in live Broadway theater? The name of the award. And again, no bonus points for knowing the full name of the award. I just want the common name or the full name. I don't care, but you still only get however many points you wagered for this round. Question 6. What is the name of the English widow in The King and I? Any other questions or any other repeats before we end the round? If not, go ahead and submit your answers. I see that a good handful of people already have. Okay. All right. Okay. Next we have Sleep Our Week. Sleep Our Week. Next is Earth versus Soup. Oh, 9. Okay, 9 and 10. Let me go ahead and pull those up really quick. Sorry about that. 9 and 10. Which groundbreaking American musical was based on the book Green Grow the Lilacs? And question 10. Directed by Frank Oz and starring Rick Moranis, what 1986 musical film was based on a 1982 Broadway musical, which was based on a 1960 film? All right, Earth versus Soup. Right. No worries, Herc. No pressure at all. But we are waiting on you. It all comes down to you, dude. Oh, there you go. Just got it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can, in fact, remember how to count to 10. Okay. All right. So we will go ahead and go over these questions, and I'll pull up the scores. Let's pull this up here. We'll go back to question number 1. Question number 1. Based on the 1910 French novel Phantom of the Opera, opened in London's West End in the 1980s. 1980s. So, I mean, you knew it probably wasn't the 2000s, so you had fewer than 10 options. I think almost everybody, if not everybody, got that correct, though. Andrew Lloyd Webber, yeah, the song Memory comes from Cats. I've never seen Cats, but I know this, so I figured everyone would. Apparently there's a lot of talk about the buttholes in Cats, too, in the movie that just released. Like, they did a shoot and they had them but yeah, then they removed them, so somewhere out there. Yeah, I don't know why. All right, group's music, Mamma Mia. This is ABBA. I think everybody got that correct as well. The musical based on a book by Gregory Maguire is Wicked. Wicked, like the Wicked Witch of the West. Not like L. Frank Baum, you know. But yeah, Wicked. The American Theater Wing and the Broadway. So the award is called the Tony Award. And question 6. I think everybody could have worked this out. I think everybody got it correct anyway. But The King and I, the English Widow, is Anna, as in like Anna and the King. 4 different variations of basically the same show. All right, question number 7. Musical based on Shalom Aleikum's Tevye and his daughters, Fiddler on the Roof, which incidentally is about Reb Tevye and his 5 daughters, who all increasingly stray farther and farther from tradition. I won't sing, I promise. Question 8. Which musical has characters like Princeton, Kate Monster, and a fictional version of Gary Coleman? This is Avenue Q. Again, everybody got it correct. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic musical. Yeah. Question number 9. Groundbreaking American musical. It's based on the book Green Girl Lilacs. It's Oklahoma. And question 10. Directed by Frank Oz and starring Rick Moranis. I don't know if I have to go any farther, but that's The Little Shop of Horrors. I think everybody got that correct as well. So at the end of round 2, here are your scores. So if I go ahead and pull up my version of the scoreboard that I can actually read, because that's just too small for me. I have in first place Board Gamers with 80 points. In second place with 48 points, Earth vs. Soup. And then with 40 points, Let's Write a Screenplay. And 30 points, The Weak Are Sleep. But remember, a lot of that is based on your wagers, so yeah. A nutrition spoof? Like nutrition. All right, let's do round 3. Before we actually start round 3, in the category of flags, country flags. I almost just did flags and then did like the Molan Lave flag or whatever, but I didn't. I just did country flags. They're all based on countries. But before we kick that off, I need to go grab another beer. So I'm going to go grab an Edmund Fitzgerald. We'll be right back in 12 seconds. I'll also take the scoreboard down. Give me one moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Chair stream no longer. For any of you who thought I might be joking, I am drinking Great Lakes Brewing Company's Edmund Fitzgerald Porter, if you can read that. It's got a picture of the Edmund Fitzgerald on there. Anyone who's not familiar with the Edmund Fitzgerald should probably not be watching a trivia stream. I mean, maybe they should, I don't know. But you're definitely not familiar with, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah, 12 seconds. Let's see. It's a little heavy for me, but I'll drink it. Country flags. So everyone has the answer form, correct? Answer form for round 3. I'm going to go ahead and check something really quick. That's not what I wanted to check. I wanted to check this one here. I wanted to check sign up form. Okay, right? Right, perfect. Okay. Just wanted to make sure there were no additional signups, but if anyone cares to sign up, something about a Gitchigumi. Yeah, Gitchigumi, yeah. Record the Edmund Fitzgerald. Wow, sex song? Edmund Fitzgerald? I don't get it. I mean, I guess I totally do it. Flavored vodka. Yeah, I just picked up a bottle of flavored vodka for Saturday night. Mostly for somewhere I'm going to just to deliver. Got a bottle of scotch and some vodka, as well as some beer. Should have a fun time. All right, so if anyone happens to be out there and wants to sign up, feel free to fill out the sign up form. We're obviously on round 3, so if you do, then round 3 is probably where you want to start wagering high. All right, without further ado, we will go ahead and kick off round 3, country flags. Here is a country flag. What country uses this country flag? If you were to go to the Capitol building of this country, you would see this flag on top of its Capitol building. Incidentally, that's true for question number 2, which I will get to, I guess, in just a moment. I'll leave it up for a good, 15 seconds. And then we'll move on to the next one, and just shout at me if you need me to go back to any of them, and I'll go back to them at the end of the round. Question number 2. This is a flag. Looks like a Japanese flag, except the color is a little different, and the rising sun is off center, so I guess it's not Japan. Also, this one, for some reason, maybe it's just the background, just hurts my eyes. Like, my eyes, when I look at it, just doesn't, I don't know where to focus. I just can't look at it. It's weird. Question number 3. This one I slightly edited to blur out some of the words. Hopefully you can't read that. I basically just took, in MS Paint, the color picker, picked the text color, and then arced over it. So you can't read, because it was the name of the country, which would be kind of funny. Unless you're mobile and you wouldn't be able to read it anyway, and just give everyone who's on desktop a clear advantage. Yeah, it is kind of growing on me. Good old Edmund Fitzgerald. I'll definitely be a wreck by the time I'm done with it, though. All right, next question, which is just another flag, incidentally. Good old star and crescent. Got a green field, got a white field. Hope everyone's monitors work okay. Displaying the correct colors. All right. We will move on to the next one. These are all countries of the world. Yeah, lots of green flags. It's incidental. There was, well, I guess I'll go over that at the end of the round, because there's a lot of symbolism in flags. Sometimes there isn't. Sometimes people are just like, they have a flag designing competition. But red, white, black, and green, like this flag, are some of the most common colors. All right, here we go. Red and white. Red and white are super common. This is one everybody will get. Question 6. Yep, that's a flag. Funny though, it's actually not a flag. It's actually just a picture that I put on this Google slide. It happens to look like a flag. In fact, it doesn't even look like a flag. Question 7. Here we go. I actually had a different one in mind for this, and then I changed it for political reasons. Not really political reasons, but I changed it because there would be more than one answer, and some people in the world might be offended, and you know I care about that. It's actually just ambiguous, and I didn't want to deal with that. So we went with this one instead. And somehow this is less ambiguous. Ugh. All right. You ready? Question 8. Question 8. Definitely a country. A country flag. All right. Question number 9. Flag number 9, I guess. It's not even really a question. Oh, yes. I've been to some of these. I have been to this one. I've been to a few of these. I've never been to this one. But here we go. Last one. Totally as a country. Promise you. Yeah, super red and white. No United States. Does anyone need me to go back to any of them at all? Should I zoom through them? If not, go ahead and submit. When you submit your responses, I will go ahead and grade them. Otherwise, go ahead and throw out your answers, any questions in chat. If you want me to go back to any of them, I will pull up your responses. I will see if we have any responses yet. 8, please. 8, please. I will give you number 8. Number 8, right there. Definitely a country. 100% a country. But I can see why you would be confused. All right, any others? Oh, people have started sending in answers. What is this? All right. I will go ahead and start grading them, scoring them. All right, if I could count, this would be a lot easier. Maybe if I do this, I'll go ahead and do this. All right, let me squeeze these down so that I can see all of them at once. What? Who's that? Okay, no. All right, that's fine. Board games, terrible. All right. Wow. I really thought. Oh no. I really thought that people would do better than this. All right, so let's see. Pull this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Man, I have a terrible memory. Sleeper week. There you are. And I'm in the wrong one, so I need to go here. Okay. What? I don't want to be famous. I don't want to buy followers. Oh, can you resubmit 8? Yes. Yeah. You feel free to resubmit 8. I will feel free to pull up my... everyone is submitted, so you can go ahead and just throw it in chat. I don't care. I don't care. Alright, this one though. Let's see. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I guess flags are tough. Unless you like look at flags all day. Board gamers. Oh, I can see why you missed 4. And I apologize for that because they are both white and green. I guess I play too much Twilight Struggle. Okay, so... Oh, no, okay. Oh, man. All right. This is here. And last one, Earth versus Soup. Oh, let's see. Can you change our... All right, pop this over here. Earth versus Soup. Let's see what you got here. Wow. Hey, that's not a bad strategy. But it looks like, man, yeah. All right. Well, let us. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's pull back to flag number 1. I didn't think this would go this badly. So this is the flag of Nigeria. I guess nobody... Did someone get Nigeria? I think so. Yeah. I guess when you look at a lot of flags, then, you know, these aren't that difficult, but nobody did too well. One person did pretty well. This is the flag of Bangladesh, one of the countries on the list that I have been to. I would never go back. Question 3. This is the flag of Nicaragua. Algeria. So this is that battleground country that's just south of France. Yeah. This is Kenya. You know, one of the other battleground countries in Africa. This is Austria. I think Earth versus Soup is the only team to get this correct. And I thought this would be like one of the... I guess maybe not. Hong Kong. I think only one person got this correct. Yeah. Yeah, only one team got Hong Kong. I love you guys. I really do. But this is definitely Hong Kong. This is Chile. It is not Texas. The blue field in Texas, incidentally, I think it goes all the way to the bottom and is otherwise like the star is in the middle on the left. Otherwise, it looks like the same flag. But this is Chile. Chile. This is Albania. One of the other countries I've been to, Albania. I mean, it's kind of iconic. And then the flag of Greenland, which is a country under the Kingdom of Denmark, but it is a country. Yeah, yeah. I mean, wow. Let me pull up the scoreboard. Here's your scoreboard. Let me pull up my scoreboard so that I can actually read it. In first place, we still have Board Gamers, the solid score of 80. Wait a minute. Is this round? Yeah, it was round 3. Yeah, so 2 people did lay just flat up goose eggs. In second place, with 62 points, The Weak Are Sleep, or Sleep Are Weak, because they submit their name different every time, and that's cool. Earth vs. Soup with 50 points, followed by Let's Write a Screenplay with 40 points. But it's still anybody's game. I mean, wagers make sure of that, so I will... 400 green flags, and the red and white one is Greenland. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the way it is, I guess. This is round 4. Yeah, like, I guess some of them, like Albania is kind of out there, but Algeria, I mean, there were a few answers that was like Pakistan. It's like, it is a green and white flag, it has a crescent, it has a star, so Islamic. I can see why people would go that route, because I can tell you that the Pakistani flag is green and white, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my, like, I couldn't draw it from memory. Maybe it is just green and white bars, but maybe there is a crescent. I think there is a crescent. Might even be a red crescent. I don't remember, which is weird because that's a battleground country in Twilight Struggle. Anyway, round 4, your forms are there. We're doing Pop Toppers of the 2010s. So again, in case you missed it the first time, I'm just going to list the band and the year, and you tell me what song ended at the number 1 spot of the top 100 for that year. So basically the hot song of the year. I think you were the only one who said Pakistan. But I would have to check in order to verify that. And yes, you were. I had an Algeria, a Turkey, a Pakistan, and a Morocco. All right. But Pakistan, yeah, if Algeria wasn't it, I can see the resemblance. If we are all ready, for round, let me shrink this down a little. Okay, round number 4. All right, ready? Kesha, 2010. Which Kesha song ended at the number 1 spot in 2010? Question number 2. Adele, 2011. I'm just going to go right in order. So I can tell you, before I even go to the next slide, that it's going to be 2012. Goche featuring Kimbra. Ready? Question 3. Goche featuring Kimbra. 2012. You didn't think it was 2012. You're like, wow, it's really 8 years ago? And yes, it was really 8 years ago. All right, question number 4. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, 2013. Featuring Wans. I don't know who that is. But Macklemore, right? Question number 5. Pharrell Williams, 2014. Let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow. It's really hard for me to judge. Because I know, like, there are times I'd be like, what is it? Sitting at a bar doing trivia. Pub trivia. I miss pub trivia. Guess that's why I'm drinking. Still on 3. No worries, dude. No worries. I'll wait up for you. 3 was Goche featuring Kimbra. Question 4 was Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Wans. I presume it's Wans. Looks like Wans. Could be Wans. Probably Wans. (2013), and then Pharrell Williams 2014. On to number 6. Number 6 is Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, 2015. Maybe I'm wrong, but in my head I just see Anne killing this one. All right. Everyone ready for question 7? It's Justin Bieber, 2016. Justin Bieber, the Biebs. Ed Sheeran, 2017, for question 8. All right, question number 9. Drake, 2018. I'll go over any ones that anyone might have missed. Question number 10. Lil Nas X. I presume it's X and not 10, but I have no idea. Featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, 2019. Any one you would like me to go over again? If so, feel free to shout it out. If not, then go ahead and submit your answers. And when I have all of the submissions, I will go ahead and score them. And I will go ahead and close that. And we'll pull up. It was round 4. Already in round 4. Although 2 of those rounds are really just like cruise on through them, right? Alright, let's see. I do not know why that's so. No, that was last. That was earlier. Okay. All right, I presume that nobody wants any repeated. But I'm still waiting on responses, so feel free to take your time. And I'll just chill here for a little while. Number 2, I sure can. Number 2. 2012 was Goche, but I'll go back to it. Goche featuring Kimbra. Oh, that's question 3. Sorry. Adele, 2011. 2011. I forgot that the decade starts with 2010. Adele, 2011. Yeah, I mean, your teammate was probably just the right age, too. I probably shouldn't say that, because, I don't know. I mean, some of these I know I would have gotten no problem. But some of them, man, I don't know. Like, at least through question 5, I think I would have had no problem with. But that's mostly because at the time I was working at a place where they played popular radio. And so it's like, I would have been guessing, but at the same time, you know, a lot of the times there's only one real answer, right? Maybe, you know, I don't know. All right. Waiting on one more submission. I suppose I should pull up the form. I'll go ahead and grade the ones that were submitted. And let's not do that. Oh man. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to grab it. I want to highlight it. There we go. Okay. Start with Earth versus Soup. Hold on just one moment. Ooh, necessary. Definitely did not want to sneeze with my microphone on. Oh, all right. Yeah, back to scoring. Let's see. Wait. That was Earth versus Soup. Okay. Who do we have next? Board Gamers. Board Gamers. Okay. Next we have Sleep Our Week. So let's write a screenplay. If you are still submitting, feel free to submit, because I do not have a response from you yet. Okay. All right. Those are all scored. Just waiting on Let's Write a Screenplay if he's still around. If not, then we'll just go ahead and move on. Yeah, some of these are not straightforward at all. I wouldn't say not straightforward, but you know, there's a band. There's one of them in particular where the person had number 1 and also number 2, and I think that kind of messed with some people. All right. Well, I'm gonna see if there's a submission from Let's Write a Screenplay. Does not appear so. So we'll just go ahead and move on, unless you're there, Dave. If you're gonna submit something, let me know. I will give you 10 seconds plus 15 seconds for the delay. In the meantime, we'll discuss this Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. I won't really. It's decent, but I'm not a real Porter person. Okay, well, I think that's plenty of time, so I will just go ahead. We'll start with number 1 here. Let's see, Kesha 2010, that's the song TikTok. TikTok. Kesha played TikTok twice. It's from The League, which I'm sure you all knew because The League, right? All right, let's see. Adele 2011, it's Rolling in the Deep. Rolling in the Deep. Yeah, obviously. Goche featuring Kimbra, Somebody I Used to Know, which I think everybody got, right? I don't see why not. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Thrift Shop. Good old Thrift Shop. Her college favorite song, Pharrell Williams 2014. This is Happy. I will now go ahead and sing a few bars of Happy. I won't actually do that. Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. This is Uptown Funk. This is another song I hate. All right, this one got a few people, I think. This is Justin Bieber. So he had the number 1 and the number 2 spot. The number 1 song that year in 2016 was Love Yourself. So sorry to anyone who didn't put Love Yourself and put his other song that was big that year, which was Sorry, I think. All right. Wait, Donald Glover. Did I make another Donald Glover reference? Because if I did, it's 3 for 3. Did I? Is there a Donald Glover tie-in? If there is, let me know. Ed Sheeran, this is Shape of You. Obviously, I guess. Ed Sheeran, you know, he doesn't do anything else. It's nothing. It's just Shape of You. It's his only song. Drake is God's Plan. I can't for the life of me even sing this song. I don't even know how it goes. Oh, you're calling me Donald Glover. Oh, I'll take it. And question 10, Lil Nas X. I presume it's X. Maybe it's not X. I don't know. This is Old Town Road. Good Old Town Road. I have no idea. I haven't heard it. I don't think I've heard it. But I haven't listened to the radio in God knows how long. What's up, dude? That's fine. You want to come say hi?
Hi guys, it's Vinny. Soon going to be a YouTuber like him.
That guy. All right, we're going to move on to round 5. Round 5. I'll pull up the score here in just a moment.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on one moment. Oh, everyone is saying hi to you, by the way. Did you get credit for question 10? Let me see. Board gamers, question 10. Yes. Yes, you did. If I miscalculated, let me know, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Correct for you in that round. All right. I think I posted the round 5. If I didn't, here's round 5 again. Oh yeah, scores. So the scores at the end of this round. Here we go. Scores. In first place with 86 points, we have both The Weak Are Sleep and Board Gamers. In third place with 77 points, Earth vs. Soup. And Let's Write a Screenplay, who disappeared again on us in round 4 with 40 points. But that's okay, because we still love him. All right, round number 5. If anyone sees any miscalculations based on score, definitely let me know. Herc, how would you have gotten a goose egg? Like, you should know Happy. As soon as you see Pharrell Williams, I know you think Happy. Unless you've just, like, blocked it out because of trauma. I'm really surprised. I don't think you got Rolling in the Deep by Adele. Maybe you did, but that one, at least for me, was... And then you did miss TikTok. Goche, though, it was basically a one-hit wonder. The others, you know, I know you and I are about the same when it comes to pop music, but I know you have tie-ins at least to Happy and to Goche. And to Rolling in the Deep, right? I mean, Rolling in the Deep. Not that... Yeah, Odegra. It was Anne and maybe Cindy on top of those. I don't know how much Cindy knows about pop music, but I could see Anne rambling them off. But Anne knows everything, so... Alright. I think we're ready to start round number 5. So, Board Game Geek Top 50. Every answer will be a board game that's in the top 50. I mean, the questions are also about board games in the top 50. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Designed by Rob DeVoe and Matt Leacock and published in 2015, what BGG number 2 game is the highest rated legacy game to date? Sorry about that. Question number 2. Set in the 2400s, what game has players control corporations as they oversee projects to make a more livable environment? Question number 3. Christian Peterson's opus, published in 2017 by Fantasy Flight Games, is the 4th and final installment of what series that has the great races vying for control of the galactic seat? Sadly, Christian Peterson retired last year. He no longer works for Fantasy Flight Games. Okay. Question number 4. Currently at number 15. These are currently as of Sunday. Which civilization and economic game features full information and zero luck and has players governing one of 14 groups in 7 landscapes? All right, question number 5. Which Cold War-themed card-driven game held the BGG #1 spot from December 2010 until December 2015? Incidentally, it's held the spot. It has had the #1. Oh, I went to question 6. It has had the #1 spot for the second longest amount of time. Okay, question number 6. Which 2004 Friedemann Friese game is based on the 2001 Friedemann Friese game, Funkenschlag? Funkenschlag. Question number 7. King Manuel I, awestruck by the interior beauty of the Alhambra, immediately ordered that his own palace in Portugal be decorated with similar wall tiles. As a tile-laying artist, you have been challenged to embellish the walls of the Royal Palace of Evora in which 2017 Michael Kiesling game? Sorry, I'll slow down. I will slow down. That's gotta be the weirdest thing I've done all night. Probably isn't, though. It's definitely not the weirdest thing I've done all night. I mean, if it's true. I'll slow down. I'm not in any hurry. Are you in a hurry? Why are you in a hurry? I'm not in a hurry. I'm not going anywhere. It's Thursday night. Questions 2 through 4. All right, I'll go back to them after we get to the end of the round. Question number 8. Which 2010 Antoine Bauza card drafting game challenges players to gather resources, develop commercial routes, and affirm your military supremacy? Also, Antoine Bauza, if you're watching this right now, you're pretty cool, dude. I'm waiting for Herc's comment. Cold brew coffee. All right, question number 9. Which game, pictured below, introduced the concept of dynamic worker placement? So part of the board game, a part of the board is pictured below. If you can see the picture, pretty sure you can see the picture. Though, let's see if I go to full screen. Yeah, you can clearly see that full screen. If you're on mobile, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right. And question number 10, before I go back over 2 through 4. Designed by Beth Hargrave and published by Stonemaier Games, in which game do players attract a beautiful and diverse collection of birds to your wildlife preserve? Anything in quotes is either something I pulled directly from a quote on the box or in the description on Board Game Geek. Because obviously I'm quoting something, right? And then I'll pop back over to 2 to 4, 2, 3, and 4. If anyone else needs any of the others repeated, just let me know and I'll go ahead and repeat them. But I'll start back with question number 2. Set in the 2400s, what game has players control corporations as they oversee projects to make a more livable environment? And question number 3, Christian Peterson's opus, published in 2017 by Fantasy Flight Games, is the 4th and final installment of what series that has the great races vying for control of the galactic seat? And question number 4, currently at number 15, which civilization and economic game features full information and zero luck and has players governing one of 14 groups in 7 landscapes? I also call it the best game I don't own. Any other repeats? If not, go ahead and submit your answers. I will go ahead and check right now if anyone has submitted answers. This was round number 5. Okay, I can close that. No one's going to be signing up. I have 1 response so far. Let's see who this is from. This is Earth versus Soup. Okay, let me go ahead and... All right, there we go. Birds versus Soup. Ooh. Eat or sleep. Oh, 7, 8, and 10. 7, 8, and 10. Sorry. Let me pop back over here. All right. Question number 7. King Manuel I, awestruck by the interior beauty of the Alhambra, immediately ordered that his own palace in Portugal be decorated with similar wall tiles. As a tiling artist, you have been challenged to embellish the walls of the Royal Palace of Evora, in which 2017 Michael Kiesling game. So a lot of this is the description taken directly from the Board Game Geek entry for this game. Question number 8 is, which 2010 Antoine Bauza card drafting game challenges players to gather resources, develop commercial routes, and affirm your military supremacy? 7 has a good font. Okay, cool. Because I chose this one because I really hated. I replaced the one that Odegra said earlier was garbage because it didn't fit here, and I really don't like it. So I just kind of threw this in. If you like this, I will replace all of them with this. It is really easy to read, regardless of the size. You can fit a lot of it while making it still readable. So if that's the thing, then that's what I'll do. because I like it too. Question 8, yeah, Antoine Baza. And then 10, designed by Beth Hargrave and published by Stonemaier Games. In which game do players attract a beautiful and diverse collection of birds to your wildlife preserve? Any other repeats? I'll tell you what, while he's finishing that, I will go ahead and grab another beer because I have just finished my Edmund Fitzgerald. I give it a 3 out of 5. Not bad, but not for me. I will be right back. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Board gamers, have you submitted? You have. All right. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, dude. All right. Let me go ahead and do that, do this, and do this. However, before I finalize that, let me Google something really quick. Oh. It's funny. Okay. Well, let's go over the answers, starting with number 1. Let's pop back over to question number 1. Question 1. Designed by Rob DeVoe and Matt Leacock and published in 2015. So 2015 is kind of important. I left it in there for a reason. What BGG number 2 game is the highest rated Legacy game to date? This is Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Season 2 was published a few years later and is not in number 2. So there are a few. If you said Pandemic Legacy Season 2, I apologize, but I don't apologize because it is actually a separate game and it is actually not at number 2 and was not published in 2015. Also, I'm drinking Warsteiner. If anyone has heard of Warsteiner, I've never heard of it before. I just put it in a random 6-pack. It's a Pilsner. It's okay. Reminds me of... There's a Season 2. You didn't play Season 2? What? Herc? Did you just completely miss out on Season 2? It actually wasn't that bad. Yeah, we played through it. It was great. I liked it, I think, more than Season 1. Maybe not. I don't know. It's tough to say. I loved both of them. Question 2. Set in the 2400s, what game has players control corporations as they oversee project? This is Terraforming Mars. I think everybody got that correct, right? Let me scroll left. Yeah, everybody got that correct. Terraforming Mars. Terraforming Mars. You haven't finished one yet? Yeah, I haven't finished Risk Legacy yet. I have 2 games, both at game 11, and nobody has finished it. So, I hate you guys. if you were in those games. Question number 3, Christian Peterson's opus, published in 2017 by Fantasy Flight Games. It's the 4th and final installment. This is Twilight Imperium 4th edition. Twilight Imperium is good enough, because that is the actual work, Twilight Imperium. Twilight Imperium, I'm pretty sure everybody got that too. Question 4, currently number 15, which civilization and economic game features full information and 0 luck? This is Terra Mystica, the best game that I don't own, in my opinion. I love it. It's fantastic. I don't know why I don't own it, mostly because I think most of you schmucks wouldn't play it with me if you're in my game group. Which Cold War themed card-driven game? Twilight Struggle. I mean, Cold War themed. I think, well, nowadays you have like 16 Days or whatever it's called, plus Twilight Squabble, and there are quite a few Cold War themed games now, but card-driven game, yeah, I mean, number 1 spot from 2010 to 2015. Twilight Struggle, definitely in my top 5 games, was in my top 1 for a long time. I loved it. Question 6, 2004 Friedman Freese game. If I say 2004 and Friedman Freese, you should say Power Grid, because that's the answer. It's based on the 2001 Friedman Freese game Funkenschlag. In fact, if you've played Power Grid, any of the English publications of Power Grid, it says Funkenschlag on one side. Yeah, Cold War's Twilight Struggle. I love Twilight Struggle. In fact, I've mentioned it all night, talking about flags. Manuel I, awestruck by the interior beauty of the Alhambra. So this is a tile-laying game, obviously. This is Azul. If you have not played Azul, you should. It's such a good game. I actually gave it to my neighbor for his birthday a few years ago, just because it's such a good game. It's so approachable from anybody, regardless of experience, and it's a really good game. It's also language independent, which just makes a really good Euro. You blocked what game? You blocked Power Grid from your memory? Don't block Power Grid. It's like definitely an awesome game. Question 8, which 2010 Antoine Bauza card drafting game challenges players to gather resources, develop commercial routes, and affirm your military supremacy? This is Seven Wonders. If you said Seven Wonders Duel, I'm sorry, it also wasn't published in 2010. Yeah, that's like one of the biggest things. It is an Antoine Bauza game. I am pretty confident. Unless Antoine Bauza didn't do the 2-player variant or 2-player game adaptation of his own game, Seven Wonders. I'm pretty sure that Seven Wonders Duel is an Antoine Bauza game. I can't see it from here, though. I see Seven Wonders Duel over there, but I can't read it because I'm blind. But yeah, if you said Seven Wonders Duel, sorry, you got it wrong. Seven Wonders Duel wasn't published until 2016, 2017, something like that. I'm not sure. But it was much later. Yeah, you missed the Bauza question. Sorry. It's also, I mean, I guess you could say Duel was card drafting, sort of, but you're not really passing cards left and right. You're picking them from a tableau, a shared tableau in the center of the board. So, question 9, which game pictured below introduced the concept of dynamic worker placement? This is Tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar. I know I played this, I think, with Herc many years ago. I want to say it was definitely at a convention. I don't remember which one. Maybe Anime Central up in Chicago or something. I really don't remember. We played it, though. It was pretty decent. Yeah. The one with the crystal skulls, and then you place workers and you pull them off at certain times in order to take what action they're pointing at, and then the gears turn, so it's dynamic because the action that they can take changes depending on where the gear rotates to. The concept is pretty novel. And then question 10, designed by Beth Hargrave and published by Stonemaier Games. I don't know if anybody missed this, Wingspan. I haven't actually played Wingspan. Which is funny because I think that makes it the only Stonemaier game that I haven't played. I guess I haven't played Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, which I think is also a Stonemaier game based on Between Two Cities and Castles of Mad King Ludwig. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and pull up the scores. There's your scores. There are numbers in there. Let me know if you have any discrepancies. Tapestry. I haven't played Tapestry, no. Has it been published? Oh, Zolkin. It's with a Z. It's like Zolkin. Something like that. Zolkin. Oh yeah, scores. Let me read the scores. Kind of bouncing all over the place here. Not that that's a bad thing. I don't care. I'm not in a hurry. You're not in a hurry either, right? All right. So in first place with 127 points is Earth versus Soup. Good job, Earth versus Soup, with a perfect score that round. In second place, The Weak Are Asleep with 121, followed by Board Gamers with 110. And then we come down to our final category. Excuse me. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't drink beer. The apostrophe might be after the K. I don't know. I'm terrible with apostrophes. Yeah. Let's see. I think it's wager. Yeah, there you go. So go ahead and fill that out. That's your bonus round wager form. Wager as many points as you would like. I will go ahead and open the wrong application while I try to switch windows. Cool with that. Cool with that. I would like to go to a bonus round wager form. Go to responses. See what you all have responded. Okay, I see a response from one person, one team. I will go ahead and fill that in. All right, I will go ahead and close this. Someone else has responded. There we go. There we go. Okay. There's another response. I presume these are all valid responses. They are. Okay. And so I don't really need that form anymore. I will go ahead and go over here, and I think it is bonus. Yeah, there's your bonus round question form. Feel free to open that up. That's where you will place your answer. I have all of your wagers. So, without further ado, your bonus round final question category in the category of board game news and review networks. Final question. Started in 2005 by Tom Vassell, what network of video and audio podcasts is dedicated to the promoting of promoting board games and card games and the people involved in such endeavors? I can read. I really can. I promise. Yeah, 2005, Tom Vassell. No script. Oh, sorry. I forgot to remove the scoreboard. There's your final question category, or final question, rather. My bad. So did you guys place your wagers without seeing the category? Oh man, that's my bad. I had the category up on the screen, but I had the scoreboard over it, so you couldn't even see it. I apologize. Though I'm pretty sure it probably didn't change a lot of your wagers anyway, if anyone wagered. Oh, also, for anyone who catches the music at the beginning, it's Ben Gerber's Musivational. I'm considering doing like a really low background music track, but it would be Musivational. Like, he has like 4 or 5 different albums that I have licensed for use for podcasts and things like that from like years ago. So if anyone's opposed to background music, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably try it next week, like just a really low background track, and it's mostly just like I don't want to say techno, but something like that. But it's all computer generated. Pull up my submission forms. I have 3 responses. So, looks like everybody has submitted an answer, which means I can go ahead and score them, which I have just done. And so, incidentally, everybody said the Dice Tower, and I'm sorry, but that is actually correct. The answer is, in fact, the Dice Tower. So our final scores, if you turn your attention to the scoreboard, in fourth place, we have Let's Write a Screenplay with 40 points. Thanks for participating, dude. Like, I do appreciate it. In third place, we have Board Gamers with 128. And then in second place, The Week Are Sleep with 242. And just eking out a victory with an extra 12 points, Earth vs. Soup with 254 points. That's a whole lot of points. Good job, Earth vs. Soup. You take home the cake for this week. I would give you a little digital trophy, but I don't really have one. So, how does everyone feel about the 10-question format? Like, if everyone likes 10 questions, I'll put in the work and do 10 questions every week. We ran just shy of 2 hours, so as long as everyone's cool with that kind of time, I'm cool with that. I think normally we run about 1:20. All right, I think I'm gonna keep the at least for now. I'll try again next week. I'll keep doing the 10 questions per round. If I ever do 5 questions per round, like, I don't know, if I just am not feeling it or something, I'll just do 5 and we'll call it that. But either way, it'll always be consistent as far as any given week. All of the rounds will either have 5 questions or 10 questions. So I'll keep that. Let's see. Flags, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, I would greatly appreciate that too. If because like I pulled some of these questions, especially the history questions, from questions I've submitted before to a trivia podcast that Odegra introduced me to. I used to submit questions to it, and I was like, why should I come up with new questions again when I probably already have written some? So I pulled those. Let's see, next week. What do we have next week? If anyone has any suggestions for the round 5 category, I will tell you right now that I have some good ideas. Let me close this. And I will tell you some of the categories for next week that are not the round 5. And then so here's what I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to do another every week. I think I'll do a pictures round, and I think I'm going to do Who's That Pokemon, Gen 1 Pokemon for the pictures round. It's going to be just like, I show you the silhouette, which of course I'll copy from the internets, and then you tell me who it is. I will also have a category called Foreign Phrases in English. And it's basically, I give you a foreign phrase that is commonly used in English, and you tell me what it is, what it means. either literal translation or a general translation. If you have any suggestions for the round 5 category, feel free to post them now. I know we discussed and had a couple votes for Stephen King. I don't know how broad you want to be, because Stephen King has a lot of work. So if we wanted to do Stephen King short stories, we could do that, or specifically The Dark Tower, or specifically The Stand. Psych, I would do a Psych trivia. I can come up with 10 questions about the TV show Psych. Probably all of them would be about James Roday. Kuntz. I'm not a Kuntz fan, man. Anime, I think anime is a little too broad, because as much as I love anime, the anime that I like is probably not, like, I'm going to ask you questions about Spice and Wolf, and you're going to be like, where are my Bleach questions? Where are my Ghost in the Shell questions? And I'll be like, I don't know, dude. Where are my Trigun questions? I don't know, dude. They're not here. Stephen King movie adaptions. Stephen King movie adaptions is actually a good category. If no one objects, I was going to do a category for movie adaptions based on Stephen King books. So it'll be Stephen King films, because so Rose Red is not an adaptation. It is, the screenplay was written by Stephen King. The same is true with it's The Perfect Storm or Storm of the Century. One of the two. One of them is Stephen King and one of them is not. He wrote the screenplay for it. That would definitely be fair game. Yeah. Anime I think is just, it's too broad, and it's not a very approachable category for general trivia goers. So I think Storm of the Century. Yeah, Storm of the Century. So I think what we'll do is we'll go with Stephen King film adaptions, or Stephen King in film, basically. I will go ahead and make that note actually right now. So week 4, we make a text document, call it week 4. We'll call this round 5, Stephen King in film. Okay, and then we're also going to do foreign phrases in English. I'll come up with a few other categories. And then, who's that Pokemon? This should be fun. Let's see. So I need to come up with 2 more categories. It looks like I will definitely need a pop culture-y one and an academic one. So what I might do, D&D categories. I wouldn't mind doing D&D, but the problem again is that it's not always approachable to the masses. So one person in each team might know it. And if it was specifically just people in the definitely not a flag one. Yeah. All right. Okay. So no more flags. All right. Well, I have 3 of the 5 categories, so I'll come up with 1 in academia and 1 in, pop culture or something like that. Yeah, becoming more approachable, sure, but how did that happen? Oh, I guess every time I hit Control S to save it, that's my Control S is my hotkey to switch to the scoreboard, because Control scoreboard. That's why it keeps going. Anyway, so 1 in academia, 1 in pop culture. Maybe I'll do a sports instead of pop culture, or some kind of sports, because we haven't done sports in a bit. But at the same time, I don't know. I'll come up with something. I like having a pop culture one. Chemistry, I'm actually going to save for week 5, because I'm going to week 5. The pictures category is going to be the periodic table of elements. I'm going to show you an element from the periodic table of elements with everything, all of its information, except the name. So you get the chemical symbol, you get its atomic weight. Yeah, pop culture. Yeah, so I'll come up with something for pop culture. I know a lot of people like music, but I'll come up with something. I really liked this week's music category because I think it's approachable. I think a lot of people will get it. I would be terrible at it, but for a trivia category, I think it's really good. Yeah, my skill level does not have any bearing at all on what makes good trivia because I'm pretty terrible at trivia. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions for pop culture, like general pop culture, I'll take it. Like potpourri category or whatever. But if you have suggestions for specific pop culture, I'm definitely open to that. Because it's tough. Like maybe like some kind of tri-bond for. But we get back into film. I've done a lot of film. Maybe some kind of musical tri-bond. Or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do like the greatest hits of someone. I could do a Beatles category. I mean, that probably satisfies a pop culture from a music standpoint. I'm willing to do music every week. I don't care. I like it. Again, I'm not like Beatles trivia. I'd be terrible at, but at the same time, I'm willing to do it. Actor tri-bonds. I love actor tri-bonds. And Marvel heroes. Marvel heroes might actually be a picture category where sometime in the future I show you a picture of a hero, superhero, and you tell me the name of the superhero, which would be a really cool one. I should be writing this down. I'm going to go back to my trivia notes. Actor tri-bonds are pretty good too. I love doing actor tri-bonds. So I give you like 3 movies and you tell me the actor that's in it. Or I give you 3 actors and you tell me the movie that they're all in together. Trivia notes. Here we go. So I actually do have actor tri-bond, movie tri-bond. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it for film or for music. But then you'd have to get into like duets and stuff. And then we had superhero pictures, which is specific enough. I just switched over. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, actor tri-bond is a fun one, even if I suck at it. Yeah, me too, dude. I suck at it too, but it is a lot of fun. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. I do have, some pretty good notes. I don't know if I'll do covers of songs. Covers of songs is a good idea too. Or, since we're using this medium that is Twitch, I can always play a song. There's always the copyright issues, but I think for clips, it falls under fair use. I'd be really surprised if it didn't. So, I as much as I love classical music, I'll try and avoid classical music, though maybe one of these days we'll do like works of Chopin or something. Chopin's opuses. And then I'll play one, you name it. I'll play another one, you name it. Because that's not under copyright anyway. Other things that aren't under copyright. But we could do the same thing with like clips from movies. All kinds of things. So, let's see. I have 3 of the 5. Maybe I'll do Beatles music. Or maybe I'll do... Maybe I'll do a clips. I'll do a clips of songs. Twilight trivia. Yeah, we'll do Twilight trivia. So it'll basically be things that have the word Twilight in them. So like Twilight Struggle, Twilight Imperium First Edition, Twilight Imperium Second Edition, Twilight Imperium Third Edition, Twilight Imperium Fourth Edition, Twilight Imperium, the novel that's coming out later this year or maybe next year. That's it. That's all I got. Twilight. I mean, we call Twilight the golden hour here. Sometimes we call it magic hour. There's also the Stephanie Meyer books called Twilight, which I think is based on... Yeah, that was pretty terrible. It's also the movies, Twilight, with Richard Pattinson, the Hufflepuff who died in book 4. I can't remember what his name is. Is it Richard? Randall? I don't know, dudes. You tell me. And it's Pattinson, right? I think it's Pattinson. I don't know. You tell me. Robert. It's Robert Pattinson. Stephanie Meyer series is Toilet. Okay. Toilet. Toilet. Cedric Diggory. That's it. Cedric Diggory. All right. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do Stephen King films. Stephen King films. Yes, we were talking about Harry Potter. Well, we were talking about Twilight, and thereby Robert Pattinson, and thereby Cedric Diggory, who died in book 4 of Harry Potter. The Triwizard Tournament book. Goblet of Fire, that's what it's called. I've considered Harry Potter as a category. It's actually in my list of round 5 categories, along with Star Trek, The Beatles, Kurt Vonnegut, Alfred Hitchcock, and a few others. I just kind of listed a few off a few weeks ago just to kind of populate something. Harry Potter it's a pretty common category, and I know a lot of people do like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that as well. So those will probably be in the future. I'm willing to keep doing this every week, every Thursday. I like it. You like it. You like it. You better freaking like it. The Beatles are terrible. Yeah. I completely agree, dude. I'm not a fan of the Beatles, but it also makes for good trivia. They're just a good trivia category. On top of that, Odeger will tell you all about a film wherein a group of people are somehow like in a parallel universe where the Beatles don't exist, so they recreate all of the Beatles music. Odeger, what's the name of that film? It's on my to-watch list, and I think I just saw it recently on Netflix, but maybe I saw it on Prime, so I'm going to watch it really soon, because it sounds like a pretty good movie. Was it called Yesterday? I think it's called Yesterday. It is called Yesterday. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a pretty fun movie. I definitely want to watch it. So, all right. I think we have our categories. Any other suggestions for the other 2 categories? Specifically? Also, I'm going to make I'm trying to think of what to do for like every month. So like the first Thursday of the month, we do some kind of like drawing or giveaway. Unless we do it today, it's up to you guys if you want to do it right now. But basically, for participating, every time your team has participated throughout the month, you get entered into some kind of drawing. And I was thinking like you get a Twitch sub or something to, a channel of your choice. But it's totally up to you. So I wanted to keep it something that's like not crazy. Like I don't want to give away like, Nintendo Switches, especially when they're like $800 each on Amazon, because they're just being gouged right now. But something that's affordable and something that still feels like it's, decent. Totally up to you guys. I just want you guys to keep participating because I don't know what I would do without you other than sleep and maybe drink more beer. Like this Pilsner that isn't very good, by the way. Okay, so any other suggestions for categories next week for the other 2 rounds? I think I need an academia and a pop culture. Maybe we can do, well, any good academia? Hey, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I don't know what I'd do without you. Mentioning those people. Well, so this is, I don't even know what brewery this is. This is just like a generic. So Hy-Vee has those like 6-packs. You just make your own 6-pack. And I was like, oh, I'm going to just try a handful of different things. And I did. And now I'm down to 1 left after this. But like 4 of them that I put in the 6-pack were different varieties of Great Lakes Brewery. But I don't know if they would sponsor me with, you know, me being like, yeah, I give this beer a 3 out of 5. Not for me. I give this one like a 2 out of 5. Mostly because it's a generic Pilsner that just, it just tastes like Miller Lite with a little more flavor. Not much more though. Dragon's Milk. They do have Dragon's Milk at Hy-Vee. I'm not a huge fan. I do like Abel's Vice from Two Brothers. I like a lot of Two Brothers. Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is really good. I just have to be careful because of dairy. So, but chocolate milk, yeah, when you take that chocolate syrup and you mix it into just whole milk, so good. I like strawberry milk. It's pretty good too. I don't want to go. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I'm going to hang out here all night. We're just going to chill here. I probably should go throw Jonathan Ong a raid, though. I'm going to pull him up really quick. I don't know if you all stuck around through that that actual raid, but Jonathan Ong is he's from Sydney. He's a music professor. He's just fantastic. He'll learn music on the fly, loop it, and do like symphonic covers. And he'll when he does that too, he'll make like a he'll play the music with like 8 to 10 to 12 to 20 different instruments. And his music room is just full of keyboards and pianos and all kinds of stuff. It's nuts. I don't even know how many instruments he plays himself. I think it lists on his page, but man, the dude is just, he's nuts. I think he teaches at like the University of Sydney or something. He's a doctor. Oh, yeah, so, okay, all right. I'm going to jot this down really quick. Week 3. So I think for our pop culture, I'm going to do Beatles covers. Because there are a lot of Beatles songs that have been covered. And basically what it'll be is I'll play you a song. It's a Beatles song, but it's covered by someone else. And you tell me the band that covers it. The problem is it's going to have to be... I just hit Control S again. Jeez. I'm going to have to switch that. It's going to have to be a pretty recognizable band or a pretty recognizable cover. Because it has to be approachable. It's not just going to be Joe Schmo played a cover of Yesterday. Or, you know, something like that. Like I played Eleanor Rigby on my keyboard in my dining room. So you have to know that it's me. So, I don't know. We'll do something like that. And then Academia. Man, I need an Academia category. Anybody? Going once? Going twice? No? Alright, well, I'll think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Jonathan Ong. Yeah, if you want to hang out with me watching some Jonathan Ong, Anorama. You do have a Twitch account. Hi, Anorama. I'm assuming that's Anne. Obviously, Anorama. Well, yeah, if you want to hang out, I'm going to listen to some Jonathan Ong. Probably drink some more beer. And yeah, we'll definitely be by next Thursday for some trivia. I just got to come up with one more category. All right, now I just have to wait for the 12 to 15 seconds so that I don't cut myself off, and then I can press raid, which should be right about now.